Hey Lori, I was going to write you a Basecamp message about this, but I thought it would just be easier if I could show it to you. And we can certainly talk live about this. It's just front of mind right now, so I wanted to get everything clearly out to you. So I'm writing up some style guidelines for Huddle Notes and for Leader News that I'll share with you and share in later today. So since that was in my brain right now, I thought I'd make some updates to the Huddle Notes article for August 4 so that Catherine and Lorraine and Mark can start reviewing that. So, and a lot of these things are just like grammar things that, like, if you incorporate them, that's great. If you don't, that's totally fine. We'll catch them in the proofreading. I think you should just be more focused on, or I think all you need to be focused on is content and maybe some formatting. So like when we do true or false questions, we've found out that they've been changing the way that we've had them set up. So we're trying to make sure that we're using the formatting that they already use so they have less editing to do. So when it's a true or false question, instead of like adding like A for true and B for false, like multiple choice, they put true or false with a colon in the beginning, and they underline and bold which one is correct. And then they put the quiz statement or like quiz question right here. And then after that, they say the correct answer is true or false, whichever one it is. And then they add like a little description of it over here. So you can look at the last Huddle Notes, the ones that we just submitted, to see an example of that. So, and I'll send this draft back to you so that you can add some content here. Now, I mean, if you want me to add the content because you're busy working on other stuff and you want to just take a look at it and clean it up, that works for me too. So either way, just let me know. So that's the first thing. Then I think the other thing is down in the Thursday Huddle Note. So in this, I mean, everything you had was good. It's just that we're noticing some things that they're changing. So we're noticing, at least in Leader News, and I'm guessing in Huddle Notes too, but for sure in Leader News. But I thought that we should just change it in Huddle Notes as well, since we just discussed this with them on the Wednesday call. So whenever we've been saying things like, we sent you a statement in the mail, or we provided you with information on X, they've been changing it to you received a statement in the mail, or like you were supplied with information about whatever. So I just changed that beginning part to say the number of job titles were condensed from blah blah. And then instead of by looking at all of them, since that was like reflective of the we language, I just changed it to based on. And so then their style for bullet notes is it can only have an initial capitalization and like a period at the end if within that one bullet it's a full sentence. So I think you had before, let's see if I can find. Oh yeah, so you had also no, and then these bullet points, which I think works fine. And I think it works fine down here in the paragraph. So I just changed it to please be aware of the following, which you can certainly change to something else, so that we could keep all of these sentences. And I felt strongly about keeping them sentences because this one is a full sentence. And honestly, I just don't know what the formatting is there. You know, I mean, would we have this one be a full sentence? So I mean, maybe that would be a good thing to find out from them, and we could certainly switch it back to also no, and then see what they do with this one. But that's the reason I changed this language here. So I just wanted you to be aware of the language changes I made and why, and those other formatting things.